Hello everyone, I'm Jean O'Connell, I'm Chief Marketing Officer at BP Collins. I'm here with client Kareem Barnes and Lucy Wood, our Head of Wills, Trust and Probate. We're going to talk about what it's like to make a will now and also looking at future months. So Kareem, tell us a bit about yourself and your situation.
Thanks, Gina. I'm Kareem. I'm married to Michael and we're both in our early 40s. I want to emphasize that. And we've got two children, one who's 9 and one who's 7. We'd always thought about making a will for a number of years because we both own property and we've got kids. But we just never had the time, just with work getting in the way, bringing up our 2 boys as well. But with the onset of the coronavirus pandemic, it really hit home that we needed to get our affairs in order. We were worried about what would happen to the kids if anything happened to us. And obviously we had accumulated some assets with our properties. So the pandemic really forced us to get our will sorted ASAP.
Lucy, is Kareem's situation more common now or has always been the case?
No, I think it's always been the case. Of course, it's always been important to have a will in place, particularly when you have children and when you own a property. But certainly the pandemic has focused people's minds, people that have had it on their to-do list for a very long time, have come forward wanting to get it done. And we've also seen a spike in people who actually already have wills in place, but it's prompted them to come and review their wills as well at the same time.
And Kareem, tell us how you found the process. We've got social distancing, we've got lockdown. Exactly normal. How was it for you?
It was a lot easier than we thought it was going to be. And thanks to Lucy, you made the process really smooth. We organised a video call. So we could talk through our will. Also, Lucy sent through a questionnaire beforehand, so it got us to think in advance of our meeting about what we wanted to happen to our assets, and who we wanted to look after our kids, and also to have those conversations with our family who were going to be affected by what was in our will as well. Then Lucy sent through our draft will, which we checked. And then a final draft was sent through, and this is where we thought it was going to get a bit tricky, but it turned out it was absolutely fine because we had to maintain social distancing measures with our neighbours. We all wore gloves, and we didn't share pens, and we always maintained that 2-metre distance whenever we were getting our wills witnessed, whenever we signed it, and then with our counter signature as well. It was really easy, and now it's done. You don't have to think about it again unless our situation changes. It's just peace of mind for us, really.
Yeah. And Lucy, this must be strange for lawyers too. How are you managing the situation?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very much used to meeting people face to face. We're quite heavily reliant on paper a lot of time in private clients, particularly with wills and powers of attorney all having to be original documents. So it's been a change for our team as well as our clients. We've very quickly adapted to doing virtual meetings. And in fact, I've been amazed how many of my clients actually have Zoom and meetings virtually, but it's been a godsend at the moment. And actually, other than not having the face-to-face meeting, the process from our point of view is exactly the same. We would always have sent a questionnaire out in advance of the meeting. The joys of having virtual meetings is it's not quite face-to-face, but at least you can still see and interact with the client, which makes it so much easier when you're talking about a will or a power of attorney, which is quite a personal situation. And we're still able to send documents out. So we are still sending documents to the clients for signing at home. I think it's a fair point that Kareem raised. People have been concerned about having documents witnessed. There hasn't been any changes in legislation about how we witness wills or how we witness other documents, and it is very strict. You still have to have 2 independent witnesses. And it is proving a challenge for some, but we have had clients doing all sorts of things, throwing documents over the fence at neighbours in envelopes. But the key thing is to make sure they're doing it safely. And a lot of people have managed to do it safely. As Corinne said, wearing gloves, not using the same pens, keeping your distance. For who haven't been able to do that, and of course some people don't have neighbours that could potentially do it for them, we have been able to see some clients as well in our glamorous new office, which is the car park. But it's worked. You know, it's a means to an end. We've seen clients, they've been able to stay in their cars, which means they're safe, we're safe, but we've still been able to witness the documents and get it done for them. So that is another option for those who really cannot get a witness.
And Kareem, you've been through the process now. How do you feel?
Relieved. It was always hanging over our head. Now it's done, and we know it's in the safe hands of VP Collins to look after it for us. Now we know what's going to happen should anything happen to us with our children. We know what will happen to our assets, and now we can move on to the next bit of administration we need to do. Because our mortgage needs to be sorted next time, but at least our will's out of the way now. So yeah, we're really happy with the process.
And Lucy, you know, there'll be other people like Kareem in this situation where they're thinking about things. They may have parents or family members that are vulnerable, and they might need either a will or a power of attorney in place. What can they do at the moment in the current situation? How should they take that forward?
I mean, the first thing I would say is pick up the phone and speak to one of us. We've not had to refuse to act for anybody yet. We've somehow managed to find a way through for all clients. That's not to say it's always possible, but so far we've been very lucky, and we've had to think outside of the box and do what we can to try and get instructions from people and get the documents done, because as Kareem said, once they're done, it's peace of mind, you don't have to worry about it, and you can tick it off your box. So any thinking about doing a will or a power of attorney, or indeed family members that want to do it, just pick up the phone, speak to one of the private client team, and we will try and guide you through as best we can.
Great. Listen, thank you both. That's been really informative. I've certainly added something to my to-do list. And I hope everyone found that interesting and informative to watch. If you'd like more information on this topic, or you'd like to get in touch with Lucy, you can find us at bpcollins.co.uk. Thanks everyone for watching.